I decided to treat you to a bit of a bass line before we start this. Fuck. Hold on a second. Yeah, I haven't practiced that bass line for a while that I sort of came up with. And also I have my setup, which is literally just slightly damaged wire. I think the wire is slightly damaged, but it gives me this sort of tone, which sounds like a thunderstorm when you do all the strings. So yeah, over there for now. I love that bass. Needs a bit of dust in there. I decided to redo this album, revise this album, as I'm probably gonna put it, or this review. I mean, I didn't make this album go back like I could do it better and then do it again. This is not my album. But I didn't do this album justice in my first review, mainly because I listened to it that much. This album is really, really, really fucking good. It is Audioslave is a super group with the likes of Tom Morello and of Rage Against the Machine fame and Chris Cornell of Soundgarden fame, along with two other dudes, coming together and making music, which all culminated into the beautiful debut, which is their self-titled Audioslave, as I put it, because I don't like going self-titled, because I mean it's not what the album's called. I don't know, I have a weird thing. Audioslave's Audioslave. By the way, I will get to your Goat Moon in a bit. I've listened to half of it, and I can't remember your name for you. Both of you and the person who asked me to review its experimental album. But I'll whenever I feel like listening to some experimental, that because I like experimental music. I have to be in a certain mood to want to listen to it. It's one of those genres. Is this connected to my road? Yes, it is. That's good. But yeah, Audioslave is their debut of alternate rock group Audioslave. I have a notification. What? Oh, I got a new subscriber. Yay! And Audioslave also has a bit of grunge to it, I believe. But I consider them alternative rock music. And I am proud to announce that I have every single song on my favorite songs playlist on this album. And yes, I use Spotify, Bandcamp. Spotify is technically the one I use most, but Bandcamp is where I find new artists, like new underground artists. Just be like, and go and look at the new albums, be like, hey, that one looks cool, and then listen to it. But yeah, Audioslave is, it's so good. I have vinyl of it. In fact, I have a vinyl. Have it on my vinyl player that I haven't taken off since yesterday. And I'm just gonna get this out of the way. If you are at all interested in stringed instruments, check this out. This is good, and it's. I guess I should probably tell you why it's good, which is not my specialty. If you've seen my videos, especially that Minimwaffer review, I did review it. I'm gonna say this right now. I did review it a little too high, but I still think it deserves a 7. Okay, so fuck off. And 7's a good fucking score. And also I'm gonna be harder on albums. But if I enjoy something so much that I get so infatuated with it, like this album, yeah, I'm gonna give it a good score. But I should probably tell you why I like it before I give you the score. This is probably gonna be a bit of a long review, but whatever. Audioslave, it just has that rock edge, but it also has this futuristic sound to it. And it does a lot of... It's not experimental, but it's weird in a few places. Yeah, and it's just a culmination of, like... It's weird enough for me to... It's weird enough to, like, definitely stand out from any other alt group. What are you watching? Could you turn down the volume? Thank you. Yeah, it's rock. It has that rock and roll edge. It's weird enough to stand out from other rock groups. It's almost futuristic in its sound. Like, this is rock music. This is rock music from the future, man. Like, this is... Whenever I think of, like, festivals of new and upcoming music, this is what I think of. Like, that is what I think of, like, festival music for, like this is what plays for, like, millionaires shit that enjoy rock music. Like, you know, it's like the super elite and shit. Listen, like, go to concerts of this. I can own it on vinyl, and it's relatively cheap. It's not like $30 billion. In fact, $20, maybe $25. It is. It's so good. In fact, I'm gonna christen it with my third 10 because I love it so much. It is so good. Some highlights of the record. All of them, all the songs. But if I had to give my super top cream, I'm gonna. Like, the best song out of there is Like a Stone, but my personal favorite is Gasoline. Because Gasoline is the first song I heard off of this album, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty good. And then I listened to it a little bit, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty good. Then I listened to more, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty good. And then I listened to more, and I'm like, yeah, that's pretty good. And then I listened to it a lot, and I'm like, yeah, this is fucking good. So yeah, Audioslave, 10. Anthony Fantano. Fuck him. Just kidding, I love him. He's a good reviewer. He does the sort of thing when he ends his videos. Not trying to be like him, but I guess I am, because I review music. And I'm not sure why I started reviewing music. I guess I just started reviewing music. I mean, the first review was so fucking shitposty it made someone angry. I don't know how to end this. How long is this video? 10 minutes. Goodbye.